Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how we'll be able to use what would be the Canva application with Claude. That is to say, how we'll be able to design with Claude and Canva. In this case, we're going to have to take into account the following to be able to have this integration. It's a complete integration within Claude with what would be the Canva application. We're going to need what would be Claude Pro. For this, we have to take into account the price of what is the Claude plan. In this case, it's going to cost a base price of $20, which the same we'll be able to visualize in a moment. Well, $17, but basically it's $20 with taxes and so on, depending on the country. The free version is not going to allow us what would be this connection. The max version is very expensive, honestly, but with the pro version that only costs $20 a month, everything works totally luxuriously. In this case, here you can see everything it allows us to generate. We're going to have what are these integrations, these connectors, and we'll be able to use it. In this case, how are we going to be able to use it? It's not necessary that we enter Canva directly. We're simply going to go to what is the section. Well, before, we're going to head to what would be the customize section. Within customize, we're going to go to what is the connector section. We're going to click here, and as you can see, here we have what are these connectors. I, at the moment, only have Google Calendar, Google Drive, and well, in this case, I don't have Gmail or GitHub connected. But you're going to say, no, there's nothing else. It's not like that. We're going to hit what is the add connector section. We're going to hit explore connectors, and automatically all of these connectors are going to come up, which are really a lot. There are many, 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 many dot. The one that interests us in this case would be the Canva one. We're going to click here and we're going to hit connect. Okay, in this case, it sends us directly to what would be the page, and we're going to hit allow, simply to generate this link between what would be Claude and what would be Canva. This way, we're going to have what is this new section, in which we're going to have to choose what we want to allow and what we want it to ask us. In a, well, not objective, but in a punctual way, that would be the word. In this case, writing or deletion tools, for example, create what would be a file, add what are comments to the design, and so on. But well, these you can go modifying based on what you wish or based on your tastes. Meanwhile, we've already connected directly to what is Canva. We're going to hit add a new chat. And in this case, we'll be able to enter what would be, what is the skills section. Above all, if you have what is the Canvas design skill, you can use it without any problem. And it's going to be quite useful for you. Meanwhile, what is the connector section? We're going to disable what is the Google Calendar one and what would be the Google Drive connector. In this case, we're also going to be able to generate what would be my interaction with what is Canva, as you can see. And like I tell you, we're only going to use what is the Canva section. Okay, we're going to choose, in this case, we're going to send what would be a prompt, or we're going to ask it to help us with what is the design of some type of slide. We're going to put it on Sonnet, yes, and we're going to put it on medium effort. Okay, I see it pretty good. So in this case, we're going to do it. I need you to create a slide about dinosaurs. Create the slide in Canva. Okay, we're going to hit enter, and we're going to see what else it tells us next. We're simply going to wait, and we're going to have to wait until automatically it tells us, or what is the Canva tool opens up for us. As you can see, it's already generating, and we're going to see what it asks us next. Logically, this can take a few seconds, nothing out of this world. And next, the following comes up. The dinosaurs, I'm going to start this way. For the title, which is the dinosaurs, types of dinosaurs, and the great extinction. And the only thing we're going to have to do is hit generate a design. However, we have the option to customize or to personalize. But for the moment, we're simply going to hit generate a design. This way, it sends us what is the following prompt. You can take into account this warning. Really, it's nothing out of this world. And we're simply going to hit enter. This warning was so that you have caution with what is the generation of content, and that logically, the artificial intelligence can always make mistakes. Okay, we're going to wait for it to generate the template. As you can see, it's very eye-catching. And well, this is going to take a little time. And in this case, this would be the result, is generating what are 4 templates, 4 options. And we're going to have to choose which is the one we like the most. In this case, the first one is a little more realistic. The second, in a more animated or cartoon-like way. The third, well, is a combination of both, you could say. And the last one will also looks pretty realistic. We're going to choose the last one. I think it's the one that catches my attention the most. And as you can see, it's generating what is this new section, in which, well, it's called an artifact. This new little tab that the application integrates we're going to see what are these slides. And well, it comes pretty good for what is the generation of this type of content. Now, we're going to hit open in Canva. We're going to hit open link, and automatically a link is going to be generated in which we'll be able to modify each of the aspects of what would be the slide. And we'll be able to do it without any problem. If we want to do something much more complicated, this same thing we'll be able to do with the help of what would be the artificial intelligence. But also with our own help in a manual way, we're going to, for example, we're going to look for information about the T-Rex. In this case, as you can see, this is the information that we're going to use. It's the information from Wikipedia, and we're simply going to hit save as PDF. You maybe are not seeing it, but I'm going to save what would be the information directly as a PDF in this PDF. What we're going to have to do is send it directly to what is Claude. Okay, and we're going to do exactly the same thing. Why? Because Claude has the ability to logically read what are various types of documents, among them what are PDFs, and generate what is information. In this case, we're going to have to do the following. Based on this PDF, create slides and complex and detailed slides about this dinosaur. In addition, generate the content in the Canva application. And we're going to put a minimum of 15 slides. I need 15 slides. We're going to hit enter, and we're going to see what comes up next. In this case, it's a program a little more extensive and logically more demanding because we're sending it to read what are quite a few pages of the PDF. So we could be using what is either Opus 4.8, it seems to me that it is, and well, we could put what would be the maximum effort in this case. But really, it's not going to be necessary because it's going to do it phenomenally. This is going to take a few seconds or minutes. So see you when the final result is ready. In the same way as we saw with the slide that we asked for, in the same way that we asked it for the previous slide, in this case, it's generating what is the content, and we'll be able to see it generates what is the dinosaur. That is to say, dinosaur page, taxonomy, classification, and so on, until reaching slide 15, which is the legacy and cultural impact. This way, we simply are going to hit generate a design. We're going to do exactly the same thing that we did with the previous content, and we're going to have to wait. So likewise, a small cut, and I'll see you. So now, next, it gives us what are another 4 options. In this case, this one here, this other one here, this one here, and this last one. I think I'm going to stay with this one here, which is the one that catches my attention the most. We're going to hit open in Canva, and we're going to see what is the content that it's generating for us. In this case, it's generating what is this type of content, hunting, contraction, classification, description, the skull, and so on. That is to say, it does it in a spectacular way and logically using the data that we have sent it with a PDF. This way, we'll be able to use what would be the Canva application with Claude. And well, it's that simple.